Put them in little colors here so you just, as we step through the numbers, you'll stay with me. The greatest discovery in life is your purpose. Believe me, the greatest discovery in your life is to discover the purpose of your life. The greatest tragedy in life is to live life without that purpose. That's terrible. It's terrible for you to have lived your whole life and not discovered the reason why you were given life. And at the end of your days, they hand you a gold watch and a handshake and a ticket to 15 games at the golf club and say thanks for nothing. And that's it. Move you out and let you graze until you die. That's a tragedy. It's a tragedy if your job was not connected to your work, which is your purpose. That's a tragedy. So the greatest discovery in your life is your purpose, and the greatest tragedy in life is to live life without that purpose, not know it. Without purpose, life has no meaning. It doesn't have a meaning if you don't discover the purpose of it. And without purpose, time has no reason. One of the greatest tragedies right now in our generation is the amount of young men who commit suicide. Because they have no meaning to life, no reason to live, because they have no understanding that they exist because God created them for a purpose. They don't know that. They're unaware of it. They're totally unaware of it. And without purpose, life has no meaning, life has no reason. Purpose is the key to a meaningful life. It's one of the most important things. You should pursue the understanding of what it is for your life. Purpose is the most powerful energy on earth. Because within that purpose, the potency, the potential that goes with it, opposition, disappointment, or problems, purpose will override all of them. When you find the purpose of your life, nothing will disappoint you. You'll just keep going. No problem will stop you. You'll keep going. You'll get up in the morning and go after it again. No opposition will prevail against you. You'll override. Eventually, it may hinder you. It may challenge you, but you'll break through. Purpose is powerful because it releases potential. So, purpose is the most powerful energy on earth, and you possess it. The purpose of a thing lies in the heart of its creator. If you want to know the purpose for your life, please don't ask me, because I don't know. The person who knows the purpose for why you suck oxygen is the one who created you. And he's not withholding that from you. You just probably haven't seriously asked him for it. But if you would ask him for it, seek him for it, want to know, he's not withholding it from you. He actually wants you to know it so that you can achieve it. But many times we've been handed off a purpose from the pulpit, which is so far short of what God intended for your life. There are no small plans for your life. None are small. None. Purpose, hear me. 7, the purpose of a thing lies in the heart of its creator. You have to ask the creator about it. 8, purpose is your assignment for life and for your existence. Assignment is attached to purpose. You do not exist for nothing. You exist for a reason. There is an assignment attached to you being. If you do not find the purpose for your life, somebody else will find a purpose for you. If you don't find out what God has planned for you, somebody else will define you. And they'll channel your potential into their purposes, into their work, to make them wealthy or to make them advance. And all you'll do, because you can't and haven't defined your purpose, is you'll spend your life enslaved to advance someone else's purpose. Does that make sense? There are so many people in life living so far short of the purpose for their life because they don't know what theirs is, and somebody else came along and defined them and said, oh, this is what you do. You'll never amount to this. This is what you'll be. We'll educate you to do that. And this is your ambition. This is what you should seek. This is the measure of success. And you will fall into line with their definition of what it is, and you'll serve their purposes. Don't let anybody do that to you. Don't. Please, don't live short of what God designed you to be. Go find out what it is. It's amazing what you are. It's amazing the plan God has for your life. Don't sell it short. Don't let some education. Education cannot define your purpose. Let me just say that. Education can hone your giftings and graces, but it cannot define your purpose. It can't. No man can define your purpose. Only God can define your purpose. You're barking up the wrong tree when you go to men looking for your purpose. They don't know it. Only God does. Go talk to God about it. I know mine. I know mine. Because of it, no disappointment, no challenge, no opposition can stop me. Because it doesn't matter what you say. It only matters what He's purposed me to be. Period. You still with me? Okay. I'll do it again. Purpose is your assignment for life and for your existence. Purpose defines design, giftings, graces, and talents. When you purpose something, when you create something with a purpose, of course you obviously design it with that functionality in mind. So a lot of us will find that our design, our giftings, our graces, our talents are different than the people around us or beside us. The potency of them are different than the people around us in the way that they are mixed together in you. They're a good indicator as to what your purpose might be because you're designed to do that. Within me is a design to communicate. It's built in. It's part of my giftings. It's part of my graces. I was teaching when I was in the army. I was teaching Sunday schools and everything when I got born again. I mean, I just naturally gravitate to want to help people understand and to help explain to others how things work because I want to know myself. I do that. I've always done that. It's what I'm doing is not. This is new to me in the sense that it was when I found out what I was to do, I did it. But there was a gifting within me to do what I'm doing here in different scales, even as I was growing up. It was just sort of a talent. It was just sort of a wiring. It was just the way I was wired. But that's part of my design, to fulfill the purpose for which God created me. Are you all with me? And there's the same for you. There are giftings, graces, and talents that are in you by design.
Sorry, Ron made me give you coffee and I messed up your slides. That's not my purpose.
I was just, man, it's all right. There you go. All right. Purpose defines, designs, gifting, graces, and talents. Without purpose, you will be busy but not effective. There's a lot of people spend their life being very busy, but they never become effective because they miss their purpose. They don't do or achieve what they were designed to do. But they were busy. Busyness is not the indicator that you have found your purpose. Without purpose, as I said, verse number 10, you'll be busy but not effective. 11, success measured as to whether you fulfill your assigned purpose. A lot of people say success is measured by where you live, what you drive, what investment you have, what's in your bank account, what's in your savings. Totally wrong set of measurements. Success is measured by whether you achieve your purpose or not. That's the reason you suck oxygen. I think I told you before about the guy that came home from school and told his mom, hey, I'm top of the class. Top of the class? Yes, I'm top of the class. Smartest kid in the class. Well done, son. What was your results? I got 54. You got what? 54. Teacher pulled me up and said, you're the smartest kid in the class, 54. Well, what did the rest of them get? Well, it wasn't 54, I got the most. What were you supposed to get? I think it was 100. But what did you get? 54. So why are you celebrating? Well, I'm celebrating because I'm the smartest in the class. Wrong measurement. You're measuring yourself by the wrong set of measurements. You measure yourself on whether you get 100 or not because you got 54 and you got more than somebody around you. You earned more, lived better, drive more, saved more, invested more. That's not the measurement. The measurement of success is whether you fulfilled what God gave you purpose to do. Period. That's the measuring stick. 12. The greatest disaster in life is to be successful at the wrong assignment. Well, I'm a success. At what? At what? Because others say? Because you've measured yourself with others and they think that, you know, that was your achievement? It's terrible when you've lived all your life to be successful at the wrong thing. And there are people that have lived their lives, got to the top of whatever it was that they were doing, only to find out that there was no happiness, peace, or joy there. And they become the jumpers in life. They jump off of high buildings because when they've arrived where they're supposed to arrive, there is no peace, there is no joy, there is no fulfillment, there is no meaning. They're so disappointed because the problems are the same, no matter what level of life you're on. Purpose is what fulfills. It's purpose that gives you meaning to life. Peter.
Is it wrong assignment or wrong purpose?
There's never a wrong purpose.
Because
there is only one purpose.
Because that's the one statement doesn't have the purpose anywhere in that statement. That's why I'm trying to find out if it is a wrong assignment or a wrong intent, if I can say so.
No. There is only one purpose. But for you to assign something else to your life that is not not consistent with your purpose and to be successful at it, It was an assignment, but it wasn't part of your purpose. There is an assignment for your purpose, but there are other assignments. So the greatest disaster in life is to be successful at a wrong assignment, or to assign your life to something else other than your purpose. That's a disaster. Does that make sense?
If there is no proper understanding what is the purpose of your life, people could end up in a wrong assignment.
Most people that don't understand their purpose pursue another assignment. When you find your purpose of life, I guarantee you, you will pursue that assignment. You'll realize that your potential is there to do it. The giftings, the graces, the talents, they're all there to do it. And once you hone them all in together, and there's nothing wrong with an education, if the education hones your giftings, graces, and talents for your purpose. So I'm not against education. I'm just saying you will not find your purpose in education. Education doesn't give you purpose. It'll hone your purpose, but it doesn't give you purpose. Are you all with me? All right. And 13, God's purpose for your life is fully resourced and enabled. Once you find it, everything you need for it is already there. It's all there. It's all there. You can be who God says you can be, do what God says you can do, and have what God says you can have. Because God's purpose for your life is already resourced and enabled. I've heard people say that. Hold this book up. You can be whatever God says you can be. You can have whatever God says you can have. You can do whatever God says you can do. Well, that is true. But the criteria for that is when you find out what your purpose is. And so, yes, all of that truth is attached to purpose. Any questions on any of that? Everybody understand what purpose is? All right.